Hi students, welcome to NIRS Education. So we are going to discuss now about the asexual reproductive method, that is the vegetative propagation. So this is the one of the very important and very popular method nowadays, by which the plants are going to be multiplied in many numbers. So the vegetative propagation is the asexual method of reproduction. So the vegetative propagation occurs only in the plants, that we have to remember. So the vegetative propagation method of the reproduction is going to take place only in the plants. So in the vegetative propagation, the new plants are going to be obtained from the parts of the old plants. So the new plants are obtained from the parts of the old plant. So like by using the stem, root, or it may be the leaves, without the help of any other reproductive organs. As we already know that the flower is the reproductive part in the plants. So here some plants, those who have lost the production of the seeds, the plants which have lost the seed production capacity, so in those kinds of the plants we can see this vegetative propagation method of reproduction. Because we can't get the seeds, so the plants are going to be addicted to this method by the vegetative parts like the stems, roots and leaves are working as the reproductive parts. So there is no particular reproductive cells or organs are there. So the vegetative propagation usually involves the growth and development of one bud present on the old part of the plant to form a new plant. Okay, so as we already know that in whole world the many plants are going to be multiplied by the vegetative propagation method. For example, the cane sugar or the sugar cane is the plant that is going to be multiplied, that is going to be the plantation of this plant is going to be done by using the stems or the sugar cane, or next the rose plant or the jasmine plant or bryophyllum. So many plants are there which are going to reproduce their young ones by using their reproductive parts only. So the reproductive parts are nothing but the stem, root and leaves. So the buds which are present on the old plant, those are only going to grow as the new plants. So here we have to note one point, that the vegetative propagation is also called as vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproduction. Here the example of vegetative propagation is the grass. So the grass is also the one of the example for the vegetative propagation. Its stems are going to be plant and those planted parts are grow as the new individuals. So many examples are there. So the bryophyllum, that is called the Brahmakamala plant, its leaves are only going to work as the reproductive parts and it is going to grow as a new individual. So these are many examples are there. Jasmine is also one of the example. Rose plant, by cutting the stem of the rose plant we can grow the new plant of the rose. So these are the different methods by which we can multiply the number of plants asexually. That is called the vegetative propagation. So here in this picture you can see how the bryophyllum plant is going to grow as a new individual. So this is the leaf. So when you are going to cut the leaf and if you put in the soil, so this will grow as a new individual. So in the leaf only we can see the plantlets. So the leaf of the bryophyllum. So when we keep this one in the soil, so that will grow as the new individual. So here also we can see the plantlets of this plant. So money plant also one more example. So money plant, that if we keep that one in the water of a glass of water, so that will start to grow as a new individual. So many examples are there. Potato plant or the jasmine plant. So these are all going to grow as the new individual. So the next one is the vegetative propagation, in which the artificial methods are going to be applied nowadays. So there are totally 3 different methods are there. That is the cutting method, layering method and the grafting method. So the process of growing many plants from one plant by man-made method, that is called the artificial propagation. So nowadays we can see the banana trees are going to be multiplied in many numbers by the tissue culture, or many other methods are there. So in those 3 different methods that we can see here, those are like the cutting method, the layering method and the grafting method. So we can see the first one, the stem of the plant that if we cut, so if we keep that one in a fertile soil, that will grow as the new individual, and that will produce the flowers as well as its all the yield. So hibiscus is also one of the example for that. So here the best example for the cutting method that already we know, that is the rose plant. Rose plant is the example for the cutting method. Here in this picture we can see some more examples for the cutting method, that is the money plant, rose plant, sugar cane, and one more is the banana plant. So these are all the examples for the cutting method. By cutting the stems we can plant that one and we will get the new individuals. So the next one is the layering method. So layering method is also the method of the artificial propagation, in which here we can see the jasmine plant. We have taken the example, that is the chameli, that in Hindi we call this one as the chameli. So here the branches of this plant, they don't have the much more capacity to stand properly against the gravity. So when they will fall down, so wherever the part of the plant touches the surface of the ground, so that time there only it will start to produce the roots. So if we cut in this part, so we can replace the place of this, we can replace this plant in the other places. So this is also the examples. So if we cut this one also, we can replace that one in the other places, we can transfer to other places. So like that the layering method, layering means the layer by layer. Here how the stems are going to produce the roots, that portion we can transfer to the other places. So that is called the layering method. So here nowadays a very important and very famous and popular method we got, that the grafting method. So grafting is a method in which the cut stems of 2 different plants. Listen carefully. The cut stems of 2 different plants are going to be joined together in such a way that the two stems join and grow as a single plant. They will grow as a single plant. So here the rooted plant and this one is the stem of the other plant. If we tag these two plants, the stem and rooted plant like this, that will grow as the new individual with the desirable characters. So like this new plant will have the characteristics of both the original plants, the stem of the other plants and the root of the other plants. So here the two different characters are joined together and this plant will get the characters of both the plants. So the cut stem of the plant having the roots is called the stalk. So this is called the stalk. Is it? This rooted plant is called as the stalk, and the stalk is the lower part of the plant. Here we can see this is the lower part, and the cut stem of the under plant without root, it is called scion. So scion is the upper part of the plant which may have the leaves on it but no roots are found. So this is the scion and this is the stalk. The scion and stalk will join together and it will form only one plant that will grow as a new individual. So here we can see the plant of the apple tree. So the apple tree we can see here that is actually cultured or grown by the method of grafting. So here by this method we can get the plants with the desirable characters. So the plants with desirable characters are going to be produced by the grafting method. So this is the very important method of asexual reproduction, in which we can't see the involvement of sex or gametes, sex cells or gametes. So there is no particular reproductive organs needed. So by this method we can grow the number of plants with the desirable characters. Okay. Hope it is clear. If you have any doubts, you can send the questions to my WhatsApp number. Thank you and have a nice day.